Now, if here he has said about the mullahs, then these practices, these encrustations come in every religion. And as I said, costumes, etc. become more important. There's another bhajan of Kabir Das ji, Man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada.
Man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada. Man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada. Man na rangaaye, man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada. Man na rangaaye.
These verses are only talking about the external practices And examples are given here of different external practices of costumes, colors, head attire, yeah, different shapes of beards, and different turbans. All these external symbols, if it gives you a sense of identity to practice the true tenets of your religion, then it is okay. Its purpose is lost, and only more distinctions, differences are made. Quarrels, battles, and even wars and murders take place just because of these unessential external costumes, attires, even in the same religion, even in the same sect. If it is not physical battle, it is court battles. So, man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada. Did not color one's mind. हरी न रंगाओ मैं अपने ही रंग में रंग दे सावरिया शाम पिया मोरे रंग दे चुनरिया. What is to be colored? The external colors that we wear are to represent. That's why children ask us, Swamiji, why do you wear orange? Yeah. Why do brahmacharis wear yellow? And who are these brahmacharis who wear white? Why do they wear white? All these colors, today those who do crystal therapy, spa therapy, car, all colors have got a certain significance to the mind. Red can give you sign of danger, red can be color of love also. Yeah? So great masters have taught us this is only to remind us what we should be, what should be the color of our mind. The color of the clothes, if one wears, nowadays even, to be upgraded from yellow to orange, if it is for some status, it is not. Yeah. How big the tika is, how much vibhuti is being put, how long the hair is, how big the jata is not the measure of a sadhutva. But still, people will follow that only. People will fight for exterior costumes. Yeah? One may wear a pagdi, other may wear a hijab, the other may bald the head, others will wear jata, others will wear beard, certain beard with this manner only when you wear that you are a Muslim or a... all these external things. So what is the significance of all that is to just remind us what we have to achieve inside. If outside you change the color of your clothes, if the inside has not been, then of what use is it? You can dye it in any color, you can wear any color, is it not? So man na rangaaye, rangaaye jogi. Your jogi is not a particular sect of yogis or any such thing. Means a seeker, a practitioner, a religious person, that should be taking the word yogi in general. This is not just a sect of yogis. So white stands for purity. Yellow stands for the sun, gain knowledge, and be bright student, brahmachari. And when children ask, what is the significance of orange? Gurudev used to explain so beautifully. He says, orange is the color of fire. And fire gives the light of knowledge and the warmth of love. And that is what a sannyasi is to be. If that sannyasi doesn't have knowledge and cannot give knowledge and live knowledge, and if that sannyasi, I know that there is that, so what? Then awaken. Nothing is mine. Give it up before it gives you up. Ye tan khak mein milega. Then consider it to be ashes. No? Not just put ashes on your body and I'm a great Mahatma. Yeah? Consider this body to be ashes. Insignificant. Worry not about its even sustenance. That is a sannyasi. Yeah. So one, and therefore fire also represents that anything that burns into it becomes ashes. And therefore burn everything into it. So manna rangaaye, rangaaye jogi kapada. This is not only about sannyasis, etc. In every religion, somebody will wear purple, somebody will wear black, somebody will wear white, somebody will wear green, somebody will wear blue. It represents something, but it is to be the color of, or the hues or shades of our mind. And therefore fire represents sacrifice, renunciation. And renunciation is not of any object, but the renunciation is of one's clinging, attachment, sense of possession, belonging, and craving and desire for any object with the thought that it will give me permanent happiness. तो मन ना रंगाए रंगाए जोगी कपड़ा आसन मारी मंदिर में बैठे. Then see the practices, no? आसन मारी मंदिर में बैठे. So putting an asan, sits in the mandir or in any place of worship. Brahmachari pujan lage patra. It seems that, for some people think that this Muslim influence and Christian influence was so strong against idol worship. Yeah? But that's not that. Brahmachari means a seeker of knowledge. Brahmachari who is in the path to attain the infinite. Brahmachari brahmavat charati. Yeah? Who on the path behaves as divine. That is called as brahmachari. And brahmachari, really speaking, a student who has gone to gain knowledge. And leaving knowledge is a knowledge that reveals the inner God, inner divinity. And pujan lage patra. And worships in symbols, stones. And this is not only Hindus, please. Yeah, whether it's a cross. Yeah, somewhere Kabir Das ji says, that what is the Kaaba? Is it not a house of God made of stone? And you go on kissing it. Kabir Das ji has said all those. It's not like it's only for Hindus or only for Muslims, and today it applies to everybody. Change the idol into a book. But if you don't read what is in the book, don't understand what is in the book, then again and again bowing to the book is not the knowledge of the Guru. Not a Sikh. Sikh is another name for brahmachari only, a disciple. In Sanskrit, brahmachari means one who is living with the Guru, gaining the knowledge and living or practicing that knowledge is called as brahmachari. Remaining only in external worship, and all external worship when our mind is extrovert, a symbol, an idol, an image, a picture is to remind us and bring our mind from the external world first to the idol, and from the idol to the ideal that is in our heart. And therefore, forgetting the means. This is not condemnation of idol worship as it is being pointed out. But you have gone to gain knowledge. And all that worship is to purify that mind, focus your mind and discover that Brahman within you. Be clear about the means and the goal. Kanava fadaye, jogi jatwa badale. So there are yogis who, and now it's become very fashionable because, I'm a Brahmin, I put. Now even brahmacharis are putting these earrings and roaming around. I'm a Brahmin brahmachari. And yogis also, kanava fadaye ke, they wear these big earrings by making big holes, and finally, the ears expand. They say Buddha had long ears. So whether it's the Buddhist or whether it is anybody, this is not about just somebody, and they not knowing what is the purpose of wearing those long earrings. Now, there is a science behind that also. This is where, certain acupressure or acupuncture points are there, and all that, that help in your concentration. In medical, it stops your hernia. All these things are there. It's not there's a science behind it. But only wearing a earring, one doesn't become a yogi. And these rituals and rites are done in every religion of the world, whether it's circumcision or something like that. By that, nothing happens. Kanva fadaye ke, ya isko fadake, usko fadake. The purpose for it was something different. The symbolism is something different. And its internalization is essential. So this is not about only earrings. And why this earrings to make your long ears is actually to listen to the glory of Kabir Das ji has said all these things. Kanana kundala kunchita kesha. And in the Subhashita, in the maxims, in the dohas, it is very clear that long ears means Jaake Shravana Samudra Samana Katha Tumhari Subhag Sarinana. Whose ears have become like the ocean where the rivers of your glories are flowing in, but never says, oh, bas, I've heard enough of this. This I already know. This is enough, I don't need to know all this. Are Ramayana, I've heard it all. Kabir songs I can sing for you. Dohas left and right I quote. Then Jangal jaye jogi dunya ramale. Oh, forgot that. Dadi badaye jogi hoye gale bakara. And there are many dohas of Kabir Das ji that if by growing your beard you will realize God, then every goat will realize God. If wearing fancy headgears, then every peacock and every, fowl, means hen, cock, will realize God. These external things, as I said, they have got their own significance. But only doing that and thinking that I'm very religious, Dadi badaye ke hoi gale, what to say, bakra. Then Jangal jaye jogi dunya ramale. Then there are others who go to the forest and then, and you will find all this in Bhajagovindam. Shankaracharya has also said it. Agre vanni prishte bhanu ratrau chubuka samarpita janu. Jangal jaye jogi dunya ramaye. And put fire and then and other things also. And those who now think that it is legal and it gives them, stimulation and spiritual experiences. Do you know what it actually means and what it does? I had gone to the Kumbh Mela only once in my life. And the attraction of the Kumbh Mela is only the Naga Babas. Yeah? All the media was there not to gain that knowledge. The different types of saints, sages, sadhus, learned, devoted, those are not of attraction. It is only those naked sadhus who are running into the river, and then you take pictures of them. This is what mostly the media is after. And so many youngsters at that time go and take. So I asked one of them, and he was well clothed. I asked him, because seeing so many youngsters having left their villages, etc., those are not knowledgeable ones, etc., but they are leaving and they are going. And the worst part is that most of them are smoking chillam. And in the 60s, it has become a fad, dam maro dam. That was the spirituality that was being spread around. And today also, I asked one of the sadhus there, I said, others are naked, why are you wearing clothes? You are also Naga Baba. So he said, we live in ashrams, there are people and women there, we wear our clothes. So being naked is not being religious. The idea is that you have no body consciousness and you possess nothing. But merely parading around as naked is not the practice. You possess nothing, not even body consciousness. So I said, then what is the purpose? Because most of these people, they thought, now so they are experimenting in medicine also, these psychedelic drugs. So I asked, but why do you yogis have to smoke this chillam? And this is directly from a person who was a leader of those. And their initiator doesn't do all this stuff. So I asked him, I said, why are you smoking this chillam? In fact, the one who initiates them was telling the media it's not even good for health and doesn't give a good reputation to the sadhus. Today also they are experimenting with these Mexican and all those. But I asked this person, why do you smoke? Now they have taken to the path of sannyas, and therefore you give away all that. So even with all sincerity, he said, this means it helps them to be impotent. And those of you who are smoking it, means you don't have lusty feelings in the body. Therefore he says, Duniya Rama, Jangal Jai Jogi Duniya Ramale, Ram Kama Jarai Jogi Hoi Gale Hijra. It's a comment here, that to control lust, you don't have to become impotent. Matwa Mundaye Jogi Kapada Rangale. And whether it is the Jain Munis, Lunchita Kesha, Buddhist monks shaving the head, significance is this is dead matter. At least don't be attached to it. Brahmacharis also shave the hair. So do all this. And then read the scripture. Here only Gita is mentioned, whether it's Quran, whether it is Granth Sahib, whether it is any scriptures, Gita bach ke hoye gale labra. Very eloquent you may become by reading Gita and quoting Gita or quoting Kabir's couplets. Today you can say that also. Left and right they will quote Kabir couplet. Left and right they will quote संतवानी और ग्रंथ साहब. डायलॉग मारने में तो सब एक्सपर्ट हो गए आजकल. In fact, everybody is making their own quotes. And putting it up on the social media. Not that you should not express your noble thoughts. कहिए कबीर सुनो भाई साधो जम दरवाजा बांधल जबे pakda. Understand, by all these external shows or even sincere practices, finally you remain bound. In fact, you add many ropes to yourself, more attachment and bondages, that finally you are bound by the ropes and noose of death, noose of desire, and you are pulled and thrown finally at the gates of Yama or Yamraj, where you will be judged by your thoughts and your actions, not your costumes, attires, not your external practices, but the internal transformation. So this is what Kabir Das ji is criticizing. So our discussion group is not about, is how, whether in our sadhana, however sincere, genuinely pointed out by our scriptures and our gurus, have we understood what is the means and what is the goal? In all our different practices, and that's why I give you examples from all, medicine, professions, family, do we even know what is the purpose of marriage? Tell your children, get married, get married, get married, get married. The children ask, but for what? If today I can live with someone and not even have children and have dogs. And why even have a wife or a husband? At least dogs respond to you by barking. Purpose is not understood. The goal is not understood. How can the practice be right? The means be right?